Hello? Is this thing on? I think I'm streaming. Why is Duolingo in here? Oh god. It's been so long since I've been on Twitch. Sorry, I'm so nervous. I have so much stage fright. It's been so long since I've streamed. Is my mic okay? Can anyone out there tell me if my mic's okay? Okay, I'm just gonna pretend it is. Okay. Probably should have had an activity or something to do. Hi, Chicken Okabe. Welcome to Tangy 2.0. Yay! Yeah, I'm. Yeah. I'm sorry I don't have much of a plan for the stream. I was kind of just gonna talk about, like, kind of just whatever, because it's been over a year since I've streamed, and so much has happened in that time frame. But most importantly, I just got tired of not having a model, and I just decided to make one because I don't know, I'm crazy, I guess. I'm going to emerge now. But this is just my top half. It's a full body. I previewed a little bit, but the most important part are the toes, which I'll reveal later. I think hopefully everyone likes the toes. Hi Curation, welcome to Tangy. Not really debut because it's not really debut because I don't have anything prepared. I've just kind of decided to stream with the model that because I don't know when I'll have the time or money to actually have an actual debut, so I just was like, I'll just stream and see what happens. Yay, thank you. The rigging's pretty jank, but I'm pretty proud of the art. I do want to work on the rigging more, but especially the mouth. But yeah, thank you for saying that, because It took a while, you know. Model creation is very long. It's a very, very time consuming process. Um, yeah. Let me zoom out a little. So, um, I don't even know where to start. I mean, most of my other streams before, like last year, those are just mostly talking, but I had a few ideas and whatnot. I did a lot of like streams where I talked about what I was doing, so I kind of thought I would talk about some stuff I have been doing and where I've been and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I guess first, I don't know, maybe I'll just show the model a little bit more. Peak, thank you. Nacho cutie. Oh gosh, I don't know Japanese, but I'll try to uh uh oh gosh. Welcome for the first time. Thank you for the first time chat. Um I'm just gonna use, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna use Google Translate because I need to, and my Nihongo is not Josu. Ah! Okay, okay. Ah, arigatou gozaimasu. Peak model in the t-shirt. It's actually, yeah, it's a like, um, uh, 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 you'll see, hold on, I'll show you more. So it's actually a crop top tank top, and then I have a little, collared shirt. I guess it's kind of a Hawaiian shirt, but not quite. Thank you. I want to study more, but it's hard. I'm too busy making VTuber models, I guess. Here's more. My favorite part is the tail, personally, because I just like when it goes up. I don't know, I just think it's cute. And then there are scales on the thighs. It's kind of it's a little wacky design, but you know, I think what I wanted to go for is something that like suits me, and I think, I don't know, that's all. Stummy enjoyers going crazy. I guess so. The feet, I'll show feet at 7:20. So if you're here, you have to wait until 7:20. Sorry, Pacific time. So that's in 4 minutes. Yeah. So I do have lore. There's lore. I'm working on it. I want to make like a lore something video or something. But there's things coming. Big things coming. I hope. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna start talking about whatever, I guess. I hope everyone's been well in the last year. I've been to a lot of conventions. I've helped out with some events. I guess the first one I think about since September was Phantom Thief's Revenge, and that was fun. I was there. I sold I sold merch again, and I also designed the idol outfits, which I had posted on Twitter a long time ago, and that was so fun. I also did, what did I do? Went to ALA. God, it was so long ago. Man, it's really been so long. Hopefully it won't be that long until the next one. Maybe instead I'll talk about more recent stuff. Like, I could talk about today. Okay, maybe I'll talk about what I did today. Um, honestly, right now, I'm kind of like, my throat's covered in dust because I went to the pumpkin patch. Um, and cause yeah, why did I go to a pumpkin patch? Because I just what you do. I just like Halloween. I got a lot of gourds and uh, pumpkins, and I like fall, you know. But yeah, so there's like a storm coming, and it was just windy. It's so windy. They were just blowing dust at me. So, but it was worth it. Um, man, it has been. Yeah, it's been so long. Um, I hope I hope everyone's had a good October. I hope everyone's planning to celebrate Halloween. I should have like I don't know. Pumpkin patches are awesome. Yeah, you know something I've noticed is um the Halloween decorations have gotten progressively more scary. um so I've been actually going to the same pumpkin patch since I was like 2. So that's a pretty long time. I mean, okay, I've gone to a few different pumpkin patches here and there, but for a long time, you know, I've just been going to the same one because it's awesome and it's a farm and there's animals and gourds. Yeah, you want to go to a pumpkin patch? I mean, there's I don't know how common it is like across America, but like California or like where I live, there's just a lot. You haven't been to one in so long? Well, this is your sign to return to Pumpkin Patch. But yeah, what I was gonna say is that, what I was going to say is the Halloween decor has just gotten frightening. They have like this giant like pumpkin guy on a stick, and he's just like it's like 15-20 feet tall, and it's just standing over everyone. And then you know like those animatronics where it just starts talking when you're near it. Like the whole like pumpkin barn is just full of these animatronics that jump scared, and it kept getting jump scared by these animatronics. um because I don't know, I'm not good with scary stuff, to be honest. I was kind of hoping, you know, I watched a YouTube video where these two guys who kind of do like theme park analysis were saying, "Oh, I think this year it's going to be more cute stuff instead of scary stuff." And I just haven't seen that. I haven't seen enough like cute Halloween stuff. I want more like cute smiling pumpkins and like I don't know, like cute ghosts, not like I don't know. I mean, I don't mind scary stuff, but smiling friends. Yeah, I want more smiling friends. Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking about last night's episode. I don't know if anyone here has watched the newest Smiling Friends episode last night, but that was crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I just realized I said 2 minutes ago that I would show feet. Um, Maybe I'll do that right now, but just before I forget, this is the full model. She has claws, actually. Because you get scared easily. Oh, me too. Yeah. Yeah, this is the feet that you get when you subscribe, you get claws as feet. Oh, sorry, I was hiding. Yeah. Hello! Oh, hi, Maticus. Welcome to the stream. Did you see the feet that I just showed? Um, why I have claw feet is, you know, turtles have kind of like claw feet, even though technically I'm like a sea turtle. I just was thinking like, I wanted her to have flip-flops, but, um, no, I didn't want to have like feet out, so I thought it'd be funny if it was like claws. She is in turtle chat room showing feet. No. No, I do not go to turtle chat rooms. That is false. You're spreading lies. Um, yeah. Feet. If you were expecting like sexy feet, I'm sorry. Truly. You can, if you want to make fan art of like normal feet, that's fine. But, officially I have these crazy kind of monster girl claw feet. But yeah, hope you enjoyed feet. If that's what you came for, you can leave now. But if you want to stay and listen to me talk about absolutely random stuff, I'm gonna keep going. Oh, I was talking about the pumpkin patch and like scary stuff. Okay, yeah, okay, so what I was thinking is how I mentioned that, like, if I was a child, because, okay, like I said, I've been going since I was a child to this pumpkin patch. I feel like if I went as, if they had these scary decorations as a child, I would be, I don't know if I'd want to go back. I might just, I'd probably be like, no, I don't want to go again. They're so scary. It's a very, really, really had no tolerance for like scary stuff as a child. I've gotten better. I've actually gotten a lot better with scary stuff in the last like 4 years. I think I've done exposure therapy. I've been trying to watch more like thriller or horror movies. You know, but so I can do that now. Trying to expand my comfort zone. I'm still so bad with haunted houses, but I actually, I think it was maybe like 2 years ago. I went to one for the first time, and I got through it. I still don't like it, but I got through it, so. But either way, you know, I want to see more like cute Halloween stuff, but I mean, I like the aesthetic at least of like scary stuff. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't know if anyone here is going to TwitchCon. To be completely transparent, I kind of just wanted to have I wanted to at least do one stream before going to TwitchCon, just because I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if not now, then when? You know, we always get so busy in our lives and always say like, "Oh, tomorrow, tomorrow," and even though I'm you know, streaming with a super super scuffed setup, I just thought, you know, better imperfect than never, because yeah, I don't know. I think in general, you know, because sometimes, sort of related thing, sometimes when I'm at cons and people be like, oh, I wish I could cosplay, but like I'm too scared, or like, oh, but I'm not good at it, or I'll never be good enough. And I'm always like, just do it, you know? It doesn't matter if it's like store-bought or like, you know, imperfect, or it's like, it's about just trying. I think the most important thing is trying. And even if people are like, ooh, that, like, first of all, I don't think anyone's gonna go up to you and be like, oh, your costume sucks, you know? They're not gonna do that. And if they do, I they don't matter. So you should just try. Just try things you want to do and do them. That's my advice. Yeah. Um, yeah, I also, speaking of cosplay, I really do want to try cosplaying again. Well, I've just kind of been wearing the same cosplays again and again in the last few months because I haven't had time to make anything new. But I do really want to. Um, yeah. Mm, but yeah, for those in chat who want to cosplay, do it. Just do it. Um, man, I could really. I'm just like this normally, but I do tend to just bounce around in conversations. Um, yeah. Halloween. You know what? I just realized I haven't decided what to be for Halloween. Has anyone in chat decided what to be for Halloween yet? I'm curious. I was kind of thinking maybe it'd be cool to make like Little Shop of Horrors like an Audrey hand puppet and be like Seymour, like woman Seymour, but I don't know if I'll have time for that. But we'll see. Hawaiian shirt tanky cosplay. I'm gonna be honest. The shirt that I have is actually based on like a real shirt I have. Um, so I could really just do like a scuffed tanky cosplay, and I thought about it for TwitchCon, but I feel like if I walked around like this in this like kind of look, I think people would um be confused. They're like, "What are you? Who are you?" Um, if I got super famous, I would though. I would do it. Maybe not super famous. Maybe just like mildly famous. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking about TwitchCon too. Also, I just realized my chat box is actually too small. Oops. Maybe I can fix that actually. Let's see. Just I think Alt is the key. Alt is not the key. Shift was the key. Okay. Okay, this doesn't look very good. Okay. Okay, there you go. Now it's legible. They don't know I'm Tangy cosplay. Oh my gosh. Indeed. Indeed. Oh yeah, sorry, TwitchCon. Oh my gosh. Yeah, TwitchCon is in technically, let's see, like 3 days. The first thing I'm planning to do is go to the Iron Mouse concert. I don't know if anyone's here going to that, but I mean, oh my gosh, the lineup is crazy. I've never seen such an insane lineup for like a VTuber concert. I know it's like half of it's like pre-show people or openers or whatever, and it's like probably one song per person, but I mean, still, I don't know. That's logistically something that would be really hard for like how do I say? Okay. That sort of lineup, I feel like is only possible for something like the Club Iron Mouse concert, where it's a concert that's like heavily attached to like a really big person's name, where it's like, oh, it's Iron Mouse's concert and it's like her team that's doing it. It's like then you're able to get in more people who are probably able to do it for like they don't need a bunch of money to be thrown at them for them to like go along with, you know, being in the concert, right? Yeah. But that's cool that's because of that, you know, they're able to just have this crazy list of people. I'm super excited. I think I'm done with travel for now unless Kiwawa goes somewhere. I wonder if she is going somewhere. I haven't really been keeping up with like the HoloLive like appearance schedule. To be honest, Kiwawa go to US Idol Fest. I doubt that. Oh yeah, I guess that's another thing I was planning to go to, which is US Idol Fest. I guess I'm just really spoiled that SoCal is just full of events that I don't have to fly to. But yeah, okay, sorry, back to TwitchCon. Are you I think so. Man. Oh, the other crazy thing I think about the Club Iron Mouse concert is how it like goes to 1 a.m. So, you know, it's like the concert and then they have the DJ after. I think that's kind of fun. To be honest though, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to last that long. Cause like if it starts, I think doors are 7. So that's like 6 hours. That would be rough for me. I don't know, but maybe. Okay. Friday. You know, I need to look at the Twitch schedule again. I think I want to like go to some like educational panels. You know, like learn some stuff. I thought, you know, I'll give it a shot before TwitchCon, and then I'm going to learn stuff, and then I can come back and you know, apply my new awesome knowledge. Oh, also, if you are going to TwitchCon, you should go to Kai Fest presents Twilight Reverie. I'm going to that, of course. You know, they're gonna have OMG so true. Yeah, OMG so true. And you know, their merch, it looks really good. I didn't design it, but I mean, I'm just saying like the merch. I definitely didn't take pictures of it and send it to the team or anything. Actually, but seriously, like the whiskey glasses that that the team is giving to the VIP people, they look really good. Yeah. Sorry, I was for the promotion. Hashtag not sponsored, but I mean, you know. Gosh, what other TwitchCon stuff is happening? I don't know. I haven't made like super hashtag ad. I know. Offkai should pay me money. I get paid in smiles and friendship. I don't need money. I just get friendship. Actually, Satan Various, welcome. Friendship is magic. Yeah, friendship is magic. I shout out to shout out to that show. Definitely Offkai is definitely not run by bronies or anything like that. Gosh. I'm just sitting here realizing I really didn't make like any plans except for the concerts. I mean, I might have like a few things, but I'm kind of scared to like, I don't know, go out there. I mean, TwitchCon is like kind of really scary compared to normal cons. Like normal cons, I go, maybe I'll cosplay or I'm like doing whatever, maybe I'm staffing or something like that. But like TwitchCon is like everyone, there's a like unlike a lot of cons, most people are content creators. You actually don't see that many fans of Twitch, mostly because, to be honest, like the price tag is so high. I think it's a price that most people aren't really gonna pay unless they're really gonna get like some good stuff out of it. Like TwitchCon actually really isn't like a fan convention. Like it's not a fandom convention. It's um like a summit or how would I describe, like, you know, like an industry, kind of almost like an industry convention, you know, like sometimes like Adobe I think used to have one, or like I guess like E3 is technically an industry convention too. Like, you know how they don't even have fans? They're really, you know, Figma config. What does that mean? um it's oh, config. Wait. What are you talking about? Okay. Yeah, TwitchCon is really just like an industry con, to be honest. It's an industry design. Oh, Figma. Okay. An industry design conference. Sorry. I'm not keeping track of all of the industry design conferences. Oh, conference. Yeah, conference. That's a good word. An industry conference. And I mean, TwitchCon brings a lot of fans, but you know, it's more like if you really, really, really want to see like a specific streamer, then maybe you would pay like the price tag for TwitchCon. But you know, like people don't really, you don't see cosplay so much. Like people probably wouldn't, like most cosplayers I know probably wouldn't be paying like $250 for a con just to cosplay and stuff, because there's like cheaper places to do that. I don't know. But I'm still excited because there'll be lots of stuff to do and learn. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's all I have to say about TwitchCon. Actually, last year I had a what is it, like a guide. I made a little guide of food places and things to do in San Diego. Maybe I should like retweet that. I don't know. TwitchCon. What? Okay. I'm trying to think of other stuff I've been up to just ramble about. What was the last con? Oh. Actually, I was just talking about this with some friends last night, but the last I went to, I think, was actually Anime Impulse OC. I don't know if anyone here went to Anime Impulse OC, but like that was a convention. It was fun, and I went to the Unnamed concert, which was awesome. But man, I have some notes. I think I have some notes about that con for sure. I don't know if any of you saw, like, kind of the main thing people weren't super happy about was the line to get in on Saturday. I think there's a lot of confusion about Anime Impulse because each Impulse has a different like entry system. So OC is kind of different from the rest because they have, I think they do wristbands, but most of the other impulses are at fairgrounds or like big, not convention centers like in OC. OC is like pretty much the only one at a real convention center. So normally they're just like, oh, show us the QR code at the door, and it's like pretty simple. But I think because Anime Impulse OC is at a convention center, things are a bit different. So I don't know if this is because the convention center has its own like standards and practices that conventions need to follow or what for security or whatnot, but unlike some of the other ones, you need a wristband to enter Anime Impulse OC, but this caused a lot of problems because the line to get in was crazy. They couldn't get people in fast enough, basically. In my opinion, I think they could have probably had more check-in stations, because if I recall, I think there was like 7 or 8, which isn't really enough for the volume of people that are attending. So that was a kind of an issue. I was trying to get in for they have a HoloLive panel, and another thing that Impulse does differently, and I think a lot of people have opinions on this, but Anime Impulse kind of has a model where instead of paying like $70, $80, $100 that you might normally pay for a badge to get into a convention, which tends to be all-inclusive, like normally go to a con, you pay like I said, $70 to $100 typically, and then you can get, the panels are free, the activities are free, like it's pretty, with the exception of maybe like the maid cafe or I don't know, other random stuff like that. Like you can normally just go to the various activities for free. But OC runs on kind of a different model where instead of paying separately, instead of paying a higher price to get in, you pay like 30, 40, and then you pay extra money to see the panels, which, to be honest, the panels pretty expensive. Like it's $35 to get into a panel with whether it's like HoloLive or Nijisanji or whatnot. That's pretty expensive, you know? But I'm pretty sure like their idea there is the cost of having the talents is instead of being foisted upon the general convention population, the cost of having those talents is pushed onto those people who just want to see those people. Which, I'm gonna be honest, controversial opinion, I don't hate that, okay? I don't hate that model. I think that's actually kind of a good way to get in people who maybe just want to buy stuff or cosplay or whatever. There are some drawbacks though, which is that if you don't do things with that panel flawlessly, people are going to be mad. I don't go to any Impulse events. Too expensive. LOL, the spirit of anime conventions. I agree. Okay, that's another thing with Impulse. You could say they don't have the spirit of anime conventions. Is their maid cafe? So sometimes like cons here like will have maid cafes. Some Anime Impulse conventions have had maid cafes. The one that was at OC actually didn't have, or Orange County, didn't have a maid cafe this time. They had a butler cafe, which that's a whole other story. But I actually went to it. I went to the butler cafe. I'd never been to a butler cafe. I've been to like so many maid cafes, whether in conventions or Japan. You know, I think they're really fun. But this year at OC, they had a butler cafe, and I was like, okay, I don't know if this is for me, but they had like a live band, and I was like, what? They have a live band? That's crazy. I've never seen that before. So I was like, let's just give it a go. So I dragged my friends in there, and we, the most of the experience is watching the performances. You don't get like that much interaction with like the butlers or whatever. They'd be like, you want water? Sorry, that's gonna be $10. Like at a lot of convention centers, it really has been that way. Maid cafes are super fun. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I maid cafes. That's a whole other tangent. This butler cafe though, they had a whole like set of singing and like a whole band, and then you'd watch them, and then they had like dancing, and the dancing was really good. I think this group was like a performance group, and then they decided from that performance group to make a butler cafe. I think that's why the focus was on performances, which I'm not complaining. I felt like I got my money's worth for these performances. They were awesome. I liked it. Yes, that was a butler cafe at Impulse OC. Don't get me started though about some of the freaking maid cafes. No, okay, actually I should elaborate on that. I've been to maid cafes at other Anime Impulses. For those who aren't aware, like Anime Impulse is a like convention series. So they have them around America. They have the Bay Area one, they have the Los Angeles one, they have the Orange County one in Anaheim next to Disneyland. They even had one in San Diego once, and then I think they have some in Texas too. But yeah, so I've been mostly to the LA and the Orange County ones, but the butlers are cool. Yeah, for sure. The LA, oh god, the LA one. Oh god. Okay, and this, to be clear, this is not a diss at all on the maid cafes who were in Anime Impulse LA. I like both of them personally. But at the last Anime Impulse Los Angeles, they actually had 2 maid cafes. And let me just tell you, I've been to, I don't know, I've been to like way too many anime conventions, at least probably 30, and never in my life have I seen an anime convention with 2 maid cafes. I'm sure there's some others out there, but it's pretty not usual for, because you're kind of eating into each other's customer base. Like, it's not usually like necessary to have 2 maid cafes. But they, nonetheless, Anime Impulse had 2 maid cafes. One of them was inside, next to the arcade. That one was Dreamland. And the other one was Asuyoru, which, for some reason, they put Asuyoru in a tent outside. Why? Why did they put Asuyoru outside? Like, I don't know. It was so... I don't know. It kind of made me upset, actually. Especially because I went to both. And I actually pre-purchased the tickets for Asuyoru because I love Asuyoru and I think they're awesome. And if you ever go to LA, you should go to their physical, literal store. But yeah, and they actually, at this convention, they brought in maids from At Home Cafe. Like, some of the really, really good maids from At Home Cafe, and they were, like, there, and you could take pictures with them, and it was so cool, but I'm like, oh my god. It's just, it feels so, like, wrong to have these incredible, like, I mean, also because the regular Asuyoru maids are so awesome, but like on top of that, to have the Japanese maids come from At Home Cafe and then they have to be in a tent outside, I was like, no, it was painful. But yeah, that's just another, it hurts to think about. Oh gosh, but as I was saying about Anime Impulse OC, yeah, it was a little difficult trying to attend the Hololive panel. I felt kind of bad for the staff running the wristband table because I don't think they were prepared for all the people who came in. Because the Hololive one was the very first panel on the very first day. And I don't remember if Impulse has like pre-con badge pickup. If not, they really should, but I don't know if they do or not. But yeah, so it's kind of like you kind of had to account for getting your badge and then getting the wristband, and then, you know, finding the main stage. And gosh, it was such a close call. They also didn't label their main stage, and I don't know why. It took me like 10 minutes to find it. I was kind of like, hello? Like, can someone please trying to find like a staff person or someone? But we made it. We made it to the stage. And it was actually delayed by 15 minutes, funny enough. But yeah, it was funny. It was Crony and Iris, and they're actually such a good duo. Iris was going crazy. Some of the stuff she said, like, oh my god. I don't even, it was, I'm trying to remember. It was like, they were doing like a punishment game, and Iris was like, oh, they were doing the like, the, you know, the meme, not phrase, but like, how a year ago everyone's like, oh, like, how does it go? The one that's like, oh, welcome home, like, do you want a bath or dinner or me? You know, that one. They're doing that as a punishment, you know, and it's kind of a like sensual sort of, you know, phrase thing. And Iris to Crony was like, okay, Iris, sorry, okay, Crony, say that as a 9-year-old Crony. And I'm just like, Iris, what the why would you make her do that? Oh gosh. But it was funny. It was good. Yeah. What else did I do at Impulse? I mean, I kind of wandered around. And oh, the next problem occurred later when I was trying to go to the yeah. Okay, god. So as I mentioned earlier, I was going to the Unnamed concert, which is kind of one of the major driving forces behind me wanting to go to this convention, because I think it was like, oh, it's 3D and it's all unnamed and it's awesome sounding, and I think they're like a really awesome singer. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to the hotel, because I was cosplaying as what was I cosplaying? Oh, like not default outfit, the second outfit, like summer outfit, like with the jean shorts, Kiara with the heels and stuff. And I was like, I don't want to wear heels to a concert. I need to change. Hi, oh hi Bu, thank you. My model is so cute. Thank you. It's been going well. I'm just talking about anything and everything. Yeah, mostly Anime Impulse right now. Yeah, so I don't want to wear heels, especially because it's a rock concert, you know? Like, I want to rock on at the rock concert. Oh, hi, Tessa, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, you don't want to wear heels at a rock concert, okay? Like, you'll die. So I went to I found a staff information booth, and I was like, hi, like, so, I just want to double check, like, I want to go back and change my shoes, because I'm coming back for the Unnamed concert, but I know the hall closes at 6, and the concert's at 7. Will they let me back in? And the staff member was like, like, I don't know. Like, they might not. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? She was like, yeah, like, I don't know if security is gonna let people back in. Like, if I were you, I would just be on the safe side and like just stay in the hall for which is for an hour. And I'm like, okay, that's not gonna work for me. So I decided to just risk it. And I went and changed my shoes. And then I came back and security, not only did security let me in, security didn't even check my wristband, okay? They just let me walk into the hall. I'm just like, oh man, if I had waited for an hour like sitting there, I would have been so mad. I would have been so mad. But yeah, so then I was just kind of got there pretty much in the nick of time, but I think it was delayed a little bit. But we were just like, you know, my friends and I were just chilling in line and waiting. I I even convinced one of my friends who wasn't gonna go to come, and he like showed up last minute. I'm like, oh, look who it is! Look who decided to come. Was this yeah, it was AIOC, Anime Impulse OC. They had, this was me trying to get to the unnamed concert, which was awesome. I really, really liked it. Oh, you were there too? Oh shoot, that's cool. I hope you got to, did you get to check out the concert? The 3D looked so good. Like the environment, the studio that made it was like so good. You're stuck in the wristband bottleneck. Oh my gosh, I was just talking about that earlier. Like how it was just so crazy. And the line management was so bad. Like the line was so long. My friend was also telling me, because I was talking to some friends about this last night, and one of my friends was like, yeah, we were stuck in the big room and there was these guys like blasting music and people were like so mad at them. And I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the wristband bottleneck. Ah. Dude, the line management was so bad. The communication was bad. The people gave up trying to control others. People were pushing. God, that's what I heard. You were there for over an hour? Oh my gosh. Yeah, oh my gosh. I heard, my friend told me that they, like, security couldn't control people and they were just started, like, going towards the door, maybe? I don't know. They let people behind me go before me because they complained? What? I think the worst part about that was just that they had early panels that people had to pay for. It's like one thing when you go to a con and you miss a panel because of the line and you're like, like, I missed a panel because of the line, and like that's disappointing and all, but it's like another thing when you pay like money you know, for the concert, right? It feels like a whole other like ball game of terrible. But yeah, hopefully they improve. Okay, something I will say, like my talking about this and being like, I think they could improve this, isn't like, ooh, down with Impulse. It's more just like, I hope they improve so like people can keep going and having fun but have like a better experience, you know? Like that's kind of what I think is the point. Last year I remember just walking in and going up to tables to get my wristband. IDK, why they changed the system. I went last year too, and I actually also recall there was a long line to get wristbands last year, but last year the line was like not nearly as long. They had us also in the room, but like it went by much the organization was much better. It didn't feel so chaotic. This just felt chaotic. Bag check. They actually didn't even have a bag check. Ah! That's the other thing. There wasn't even a bag check. Ah! Oh. Shaking my head. Now you can see me shaking my head now that I'm not a PNG. Except, maybe I could improve the rigging a bit for that, but, gosh. Well, sheesh moving. Oh, hi, Pia. First time chatter, Pia. Thank you for coming. Yeah, just still talking about Impulse OC. I do want to say, I was also still talking about the Unnamed concert. It looks so good. Like the background was beautiful. Like the team cooked. I think it was definitely like a Japanese studio. I forgot the name. Maybe I don't know if it was Flame. Maybe it was Flame, but it was so good. And Unnamed singing is so good. Like I think they're one of the best singers. Their rock vocals so good, and they just sung like everything and anything. I was like, I was going hard. I love YouTuber concerts. But it was also really cool to like have something different, you know, like kind of more rock thing. I actually really like rock music, so, you know, because I enjoyed myself at that concert so much, I'm still really glad I went to Anime Impulse OC. I just really hope they can fix these problems, because, you know, like every convention might have like scuffed moments here or there. But, you know, you whoa, Pia. Every convention kind of starts scuffed. I don't know if anyone here has also been to the first Offkai, but oh my gosh. It was really scuffed. A lot of that was just because, you know, the convention was set in a hotel, and the hotel internet was really bad, and it caused a lot of issues for the different panels and stuff. But now Offkai is getting better. Everything gets better. You just have to be patient, you know. And some just stay scuffed. Cough. Anime Expo coughed. You know, actually, I was also just talking about this with my friends last night. Controversial opinion, I actually do think Anime Impulse or Anime Expo has improved a tiny bit. Mostly I think their crowd control is a little bit better. Like, they added these, like, what are they called? Stanchions? Yeah, like stanchions. And you know, like the really crazy walkway, like the picture everyone was sharing where it's like FOMO obliterated and you're in like the little narrow hallway and I was in that too in 2023. I don't know if you guys experienced that, but oh my god, it was that had to probably be the closest I've come to like being in a crowd crush. It was so bad. Yeah, but they added these stanchions through that whole like walkway from like West Hall thing, whatever, where the entertainment hall is, all the way to, you know, like the main part where they have Kentia and the exhibit hall. They added that in the middle, and it actually did help a little bit with traffic flow. It wasn't as scary. The gates helped a ton. They definitely improved this year, but it took 20 years. Yeah. You know, I actually went to Anime Impulse 2019, and I was like, I'm not coming back to this. It took me a very long time to go back to Anime. Did I say Impulse? Sorry, Expo. I went to Expo 2019, and it took me so long to come back because I was just like, oh man. Yeah, some conventions take a really long time. This is really kind of going into it, but honestly, a lot of conventions really just kind of get by on getting big names, and then they're like, okay, we got like, we got so and so and so and so, and people will come for the big names, and like, it doesn't matter if they have a miserable time everywhere else. Like, all they're gonna care about is coming for so-and-so, and it's like, I think attendees do have a limit. And I'm very much like, very much a proponent of conventions and events, like, really thinking through their logistics. You know, logistics are so important, and not every convention has that down. Yeah, Expo, I keep messing up their names. Anime Expo was pretty good this year. I only go for ooms though. So true, so true. Same. That's yeah, yeah. The gates. Oh my gosh, yeah, actually, what Pia said about the gates is so true. Like, they really improved their gates, because that's why, like, I stopped going, and after 2019, I was like, it took me like so long to get in. Oh my gosh, I just remember, like, 2023, the line to get in was crazy. And then I was like, okay, well, the only reason I went back in 23 was because wait, was it 23? I'm trying to remember. No, 2024. The only reason I went back in 24 was because I was able to qualify for an industry badge, and I was like, okay, well, then, you know, it'll be easier to get through the gates. And then I go, and then it was like, I didn't even need it. There was like almost no line for any gate. It was actually pretty awesome. It's a pretty major improvement, but yeah. Sorry if you see me doing that, it's because I'm drinking water. Still got a lot of dust in my throat from the pumpkin patch. Man. Oh yeah, I was still talking about Anime Impulse OC, but I don't have nothing. I already talked about the biggest thing I did on Sunday, which was like the Butler Cafe. And yeah, I don't know. I actually had a good weekend. You want to go to a pumpkin patch? I mean, well, you know, I mean, maybe an opportunity will. Oh, cider mill. Actually, in Julian, which is close to TwitchCon, they have a place called the Cider Mill. So TwitchCon attendees, you can go to Julian and experience a cider mill, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Actually haven't stopped. I just have driven past it, you know. Oh my gosh. I just remembered I have apple cider in the fridge. I need to drink that. I'm gonna drink that after stream. Yeah. Yeah, if anyone wants recommendations for you TwitchCon visitors, just ask. Oh my gosh. What else? My brain's just bouncing everywhere. Yeah. What did I do before Impulse OC? Oh yeah, I went to Washington, D.C. for Idle Harmony by Oshi Spark. That was cool. That was awesome. That was fun. I actually hadn't been to Washington, D.C. since, like, I don't know, like, I was a kid. It was a very interesting time to go, for sure, but I also hadn't been to, I think it was Otakon, was the convention also happening, and yeah, that was an experience. I'm always, like, so amazed when I go to East Coast cons, like, the vibe is a little different, you know? I don't know how to explain. Oh, Pia has fans in the audience. I don't know how to explain the vibe. For some reason, like, East Coast cons feel like they're a little, just like slightly more old school. Maybe this is just, I only have, my sample size is like 3. I just have like ANYC, Otakon, and Anime Weekend Atlanta. Yeah, those are the only 3 I've been, but they just, I'm trying to think how to describe it. Yeah. Well, to be completely honest, I didn't spend that much time in Otakon. You know, whenever I'm going to Oshi Spark events, I I usually spend all of Saturday in the venue doing whatever on earth is needed of me. East Coasters don't get a lot of stuff that West Coast does, so they're behind, but also way more excited for anything they get, I feel, but also broke. Way less money on the East Coast. Yeah, okay. I could see that. I don't know about the money thing. I will say, like, Bay Area and LA really, and I guess San Diego to some extent now too, really do have a lot of money. It's kind of crazy how much VTuber money is like centered in those pockets. Damn, we have multiple people backing up the assertion that East Coasters are broke. Jeez. Sorry, East Coasters in chat. I didn't say this though. Don't blame me. Yeah, I will say actually, I don't mean this like in a mean way. I just mean like it does feel like it's a little, it feels a slightly more old school. Like it feels more like a pre-COVID con, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It feels like kind of nice actually. I really liked pre-COVID cons. East Coast cons, they feel like 2018 like conventions, you know? Which is kind of fun. Yeah, I like the energy, to be honest. The other thing about going to these cons where that is like kind of funny to me is whenever I go to cons that aren't in like California, I'm like, okay, I'm here. No one's gonna know who I am. Like I was just walking through the halls of Otakon being like, no one's gonna know me. Like, you know, I'm just a fly on the wall here. And and then like the second I was thinking that, like just a minute later, someone was like calls out to me and I'm like, what? Caught me off guard so hard. Midwest VTuber Convention Center, the Culver's on the good side of the tracks. Oh my gosh. Culver's. Oh my gosh. Another thing I would love to talk about is like the road trip I went on in June where I tried Culver's for the first time. Specifically because of Narissa talking about it all the time. Oh, Chicken Okabe likes East Coast cons better. Sorry, West Coasters. That's fair. That's fair. To be honest, I haven't had my share of experiences with both enough to like make a proper comparison, you know? But to me, it's kind of like comparing like Disneyland versus like Disney World. You know, they both have a totally different thing going on, right? Chicken Okabe, please tell me where to have an Oshi Spark East event. Oh, hi Spirit Snare, welcome to the new Tangy. Honestly, hear better things about East Coast than West Coast. That's fair. We're having very differing opinions in chat about conventions. New York. Man. It's okay, I will say, East Coast in general, I go and I do get pretty culture shocked, especially like New York. When I went last year, I was like, whoa. The craziest thing to me is like the honking. People in California don't really honk. Maybe in LA they'll honk a little bit more than the rest of California, but people in California will only honk if you like, they're either an asshole or you're gonna like literally hit them. And there's not that many people who honk just because they're an asshole. But in New York or like Boston or other East Coast places, they'll just honk just cause. They'll honk like just because they're angry. They're like, oh, you're not going fast enough. Honk! Oh, you're not moving far enough forward in the lane. Honk! Like, oh, you're walking in the crosswalk. Honk! I'm like, why do East Coasters love to honk so much? I mean, in general, East Coasters are just way more assertive, but yeah, that's my culture shock for sure. Hi, new Tanky. Oh, For those in the chat who haven't seen the full model yet, I will zoom out for a little bit. And I'll just stand here menacingly. I'm like floating in space, it looks like. Oh no, I'm like floating on my back through the water. Yeah. There's not a lot going on the East Coast. We love the thrill of honking. So that's why everyone honks. They're just bored. Okay, that makes sense, honestly. Chicago. I've never been to Chicago. Oh, Chicken Okabe is saying that Oshi Spark should bring the next event to Chicago. Actually, though, yeah. Kira, bring Oshi Spark to Chicago or the Midwest, you know? You have some people who are familiar. And also I've never been there and I want to go. Asen. Charlie talking about Asen. Charlie's like, Asen. Everyone's like Asen. Oshi Spark in Gotham. VTuber concert at the Bean. Oh my god. Can you imagine? That'd be crazy. They probably wouldn't allow that, but if they did, maybe like a guerrilla VTuber concert at the Bean. If there's an Oshi Spark event at in Chicago, I'll go to the Bean and do something. I don't know what. Well, rock so hard the guy hiding in the Bean will come out. There's a guy hiding in the Bean? No way. Is this a thing? I'm just not aware of this. Is this a thing? Oh, there's a concert venue next to the Bean? Oh my gosh. Mr. Bean. I'm dying. I'm learning so much lore. This is like cultural exchange right here. Whenever I talk to people not from California, it really just feels like cultural exchange. Actually, Pacific Northwest doesn't really feel like a cultural exchange, but anyone not on the West Coast, I'm like, wow, we're like not from the same country. There's definitely a guy in there, not a conspiracy. Oh my gosh. What does he look like? Do they know? Does he look like a Chicago guy? I need to know. I need to learn about this. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Next Oshi Spark event. No, wait. Next Oshi Spark event. Open up the Bean. At the end, it'll like explode into confetti. Oh, it's Mr. Bean. Okay. Can we get Mr. Bean at the Oshi Spark event at the Bean? Is Chicago guy related to Florida guy? Oh my gosh. Florida man. Chicago guy, Florida man. New York uncle. I don't know. New York uncle. Fuck. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about the Janet Jackson and the miscellaneous unks post again. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google Janet Jackson miscellaneous unks shooting poison on stage. Don't no more questions. Thank you. Yeah, Chicago. LMAO, sorry, I was playing Mario Kart, but yeah, LOL, legends say someone lives in the Bean. Okay, so we have multiple sources in chat claiming that Mr. Bean or some guy, undisclosed man, lives inside of the Bean. But Bean is hollow, yeah, that makes sense. Why, if it was solid, that would be kind of crazy, actually. That would be a really, really heavy Bean. We got Anikura in Chicago now. Ooh, Anikura can do stuff at the Bean. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. When I was at OC, I was just outside. I can't remember who I saw outside doing like Wodage outside. I was like watching them. Anikura. So funny. Oh my gosh. This is just a string of consciousness, this stream. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stream and I'm just gonna talk. I can do that, right? um, yeah. Is I think it's kind of cute, and I'm just a little guy on the screen like this, I'm just floating around. So fun. Um, oh, Idle Harmony. That's what I was talking about Idle Harmony. Yeah. Um, that was cool. Oh, Otakon. Yeah, the thing is with Otakon, I got there kind of late, and then my friend was like, "Oh, like let's hang out while I wait in line to take pictures with these idols." And I was like, "Okay." And so I just stood with her for like 2 hours while she waited to take pictures with very miscellaneous idols. Okay, the same members of the same group, but yeah, I was just kind of like yapping for 2 hours. Didn't get to see much of the exhibit hall, but that's okay. That's okay. When you when you see a friend that like lives really far and you don't get to see them very much, and it's like, you have to take every miscellaneous opportunity to like hang out with them because you don't have much time together, The next day was the concert. This is all Friday. Next day was the concert, which I think I just went straight to the venue. Oh, I went on a fetch quest, basically. I went to Guitar Center and the grocery store. Okay, what I like about Idle Harmony is that I could actually talk about like some people physically being there because they were physically on stage. Oh, but like it's yeah. Did you meet Keiki? Did I meet Keiki? She was too scared. Yeah, I was going to buy things, and then I had to Uber like all the way back to the concert venue, and I just spent the whole day running around, and I don't even know what I did. I was just doing anything and everything. I was just like flying around and doing anything but AV basically. It was so much fun, and the concert was so cool. Like, wow. I just had a blast. I loved that it was like a mix of like 2D and on stage and people, and everyone was so talented. And and Pia was there. I don't know if Pia's still here, but Pia was there. And I was like, oh my god, there she goes. And oh my gosh, also like song choices, so good. You were, I mean, like on like singing on the Idle Harmony, you were on the stage as a Uma Musume. I liked the little carrot on the stick. That was funny. And yeah, oh my gosh. And Pangy, holy crap. Pangy is such a sleeper hit. I was like, Pangy is like, I think people are going to be really impressed. I think people are going to see Pangy and be like, who is this girl? In every concert, there's always like the one person where they're like, who is this girl? Like, they haven't heard of them, but then they like kill it so much that people are like, whoa. Pinky was amazing. I know. Pia's Golden made me tear up. Same. I was like, I'm just over there and I'm just like, no, I'm not crying or anything. Love that song. Blah. Save. Oh. Pinky was awesome. Never expected to hear Gasolina. My Latino blood knew what to do. Yeah, that was so cool. She was like, oh, someone requested I sing Gasolina. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, God, she was so awesome. I knew it was Tangy. Autocorrect. Autocorrect my beloved. Yeah, her model is so cute. Her outfit is so cute. She had her posse with her dancing on stage. It was so fun. Man, that was just awesome. Gosh, who was... And then I think second was... Okay, Phoebe was in the middle. Okay, I think Pandora was second. Yeah, Pandora was second. Yeah, and then she was playing like the classic anime bangers. Oh, something I loved is that everyone was like... Had such a... Everyone was doing totally different things, but yet it all felt so cohesive still. But just, I loved the variety. You were popping off, for sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then I think, okay, Phoebe was the middle. In Phoebe's set, when she like, at some point, like, collapsed and was like, her, like, screen character and then her dancing like split, and she's like, oh no, like I died or something. Oh my god, I was dying. I was like, this is absolute cinema. You know what, when I work on toggles, I need a absolute cinema toggle. That is the first toggle I need. Man, I'm just smiling thinking about all of the fun time. Yeah, and Pia set 2 was already saying how much I loved it. I just love the effort of like all the little things that Pia has on the screen, all the different props. Good toggle to have. I know. I've got to figure that out. And then, yeah, then Keiki. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm trying not to fangirl, but I mean, that was pretty awesome. I loved her princess dress outfit. Like, it was so cute and pretty. And then I just love her dancing and her singing. I feel really awkward at concerts, so I like having it become a sing-along, so I just put in subs. It's a selflessly selfish act. I think that's a really good way of like hyping up the crowd, you know, like if you put in it, plus, you know, you're choosing like songs everyone knows and blah blah blah. I mean, but like, don't feel awkward. You're like the bomb. No need to feel awkward. But yeah, people still, you know, they love that audience participation, right? It's a good like hype, you know. Yes. I love when the lyrics on the screen. Oh, there you go, a happy customer. My gosh, Keiki. I loved her MCs too. Oh, it was so good. Oh, and her backup dancers are so awesome. Like Kiana and her twin was so cool. The pancakes are killing me, lol. They waited all day in line at the venue. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I think they were there when I got there. Because I arrived at like... When did I arrive at the venue? It was like 11 a.m. or 12 or whatever. Charlie says, Miss Hime, wow. Hi, Charles. Welcome to the Tangy time. Pancakes. Oh my god, but yeah, they were out there so early. Guys, like, the pancakes were out there, I think, just so early. So early. It was before noon. They were there in the morning. I remember someone was like, God, I think the Keiki fans are already here. And I was like, what? I'm still at Guitar Center or something. I don't know. I was not on site yet. And I got there early. Thank you, Charlie, for the congrats. Is this Charlie? This is Charlie. Charlie, who also worked on Idle Harmony. The goat. Oh yeah, okay. What I thought was so great also with the fan cakes is they were like playing, you know, cakey songs at the beginning and like practicing the chants, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is gonna make her so happy. Oh my gosh. Hi, the Charlie. Dude, they wanted to be there at 8 a.m. I don't blame them. Okay, but you know what though? I loved this. This is one of my favorite things I saw at the concert. Is I noticed from where I was standing that during Pia set they let the pickles come to the front, and then they like went back, and then the fan cakes came back to the front. I just thought it was really, I've never seen that at a concert before. I just thought it was like really nice that the different fan bases were like, you know, taking turns, especially because the fan cakes were like, you know, there since the, like so early, you know, to be in that front spot. So I was just like, wow, that's really cool. Like, that's really built on, like, mutual trust. And, I mean, maybe some of that could be because I think there is a pretty decent overlap between Pickles and KFP. So maybe they already knew each other, too. But, like, that was really cool. I love to see that. That was, like, one of the coolest things I've ever seen at a concert. You gotta let other fan bases have their moments. But, like, I don't know, like, that was so cool. Like, okay. Hololive concerts aren't usually standing, so I guess there wouldn't be, you wouldn't have that kind of situation. You wouldn't see the different fan bases, like, doing that or whatever. But, I don't know. I was just really impressed. And to be honest, like, sorry, I just, yeah, and I've always known that this fan base, the fan cakes, were really, really good. You know, I've been a fan for a long time, and I've known many fan cakes for a long time, and yeah, it's not surprising, but it was just really nice to see. I can't kind of think for like, I think kind of one of the coolest VTuber fan bases, but you know, fan cake, yeah. You heard about that and your mind was super blown. I know, right? Like, that's crazy to me. You would never see that at like a non-VTuber concert. Yeah, that was cool. That was one of my favorite things this year, actually, to be honest. I was like, if I'm being completely honest, like, oh my gosh, Munch! Hi! Welcome to Tangy! If I'm being honest, I was kind of feeling, I was feeling kind of sad about, like, VTubers and VTubing and everything. For, like, a few different reasons. Like, a lot of it was, I was feeling kind of burnt out from everything. After how hard it was, like, the push to, you know, make Off-Kai happen and just everything, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm feeling burnt out. And then it just felt like so much stuff was, like, crashing down, you know, like, the shoujo, that was, like, crazy just to witness, right? And I'm just like, man, like, things just seem so, like, bleak right now. But I think like, I don't know, being able to like go to and be a part of like Idol Harmony was like really, it's like, okay, no, this is awesome. I really like the VTuber fans and the VTuber fan base and the VTubers and the everything. So like I think I should keep going because I think there's a lot of parts of like the community that's really like worthwhile, you know? There's so much oohing in the chat. Yeah, Shoujo. Yeah, I know. I know you understand. I know I don't understand as hard as you, Pia, but yeah, I know. It's been a really high and low sort of summer, I think. But I think this fall is feeling pretty cool so far. There's lots to, you know, look forward to. I think we're coming back. I definitely got burned out after everything. I know. God, they're really like shoot. The V Shoujo thing is so crazy to me. Just how quickly, I never would have guessed how quickly everything could have fallen apart, but I don't know. V Shoujo, please. Kira, you want to buy the contracts and free everyone? That would be a crazy Oshi Spark PR move. But that would probably be really expensive. Oh my gosh. You're a V Shoujo talent till 2027? Holy crap. But how does that even work? Oh gosh. I'm sure that's not something we should probably get into on stream, but that's still so crazy to me. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think things are definitely changing a bit. But we'll keep going. We'll keep going. I didn't know that contracts could still, oh man. I honestly didn't know contracts could even keep going after. Just thinking about this is like making my head hurt a little bit. I'm just not a business girly. I'm trying to get a lawyer, but I don't have shoujo money for one. Oh my god. They just need to file for bankruptcy. I thought they did. Kei-san said they did. Wow. Like, what the heck? But yeah, trust me, I know the feeling in some ways. Kind of. It's just... They haven't yet, but once they do. Okay, so once they file for bankruptcy, you'll be free and I'll be okay, I hope. Only Gunrun has... Oh yeah, that's right. Allegedly, Gunrun filed for personal bankruptcy. That's crazy. Oh. Yeah, I hope that works out soon. Sigh. Well, I think this year we're definitely just gonna see a lot more like indie stuff happening. Just in general. There's a lot of distrust for like VTuber corpos right now. And like I won't get into it, but I mean it's a lot of difficult situations out in the world. I think my general stance is that what is my stance? My opinion is that I have no opinion. No, that's not true, but okay. I just think people should not jump on to things that they don't even really care about, you know? It's understandable to be like interested in drama and like, you know, like find it interesting. But it's another thing to kind of like insert yourself into a situation that you never really cared about in the first place, you know? Yeah. That's all. I think with Shoujo down, the last ship has truly left the harbor. I don't know what that... Well... I don't know. If I'm being honest, like, personally, like... I don't think... Not everyone needs everyone's 2 cents. We only have so much time and energy in a day. Why pour so much of it into negativity or something as a bystander? So true, Munch. So true. So true. Uplift the people you care about. Yeah. Support your friends. Support the talents. You know, just focus on, like, uplifting other people instead of dragging others down, I guess. Like, joining corporals isn't as helpful as a career boost anymore. Yeah, I actually... I think that really just depends on where you are as an indie. Like, if you really are just completely, like, stagnated with, like, nowhere to go, and, like, you're just, like, I don't know, maybe you're stuck at, like, less than 50 views or less than 100 views, and you just really don't have... and you don't have any resources, I don't think it would be, you know, a bad idea to join a corpo. Like, if you really just can't fund your own model, you really just... But if you already are, like, in a really established indie, if you already have, like, hundreds of viewers consistently, if you already have, like, a following, I would agree it probably wouldn't generally make much sense to join a company, besides maybe Paulo. Yeah. Blame Twitter, though. They reward drama. That's so true. That's so true. I wish there was a popular Twitter alternative. Don't say Blue Sky. I don't know. I mean, yeah, but... oh... I also kind of sometimes wish there was, like, an alternative streaming platform, but... I know streaming platforms are so hard to upkeep. I think VTuber, VStream, wait, oh my god, stop. I think VTuber corpos fell into the esports trap of just trying to make a corpo without knowing how to really run the business, so they just implode. I think there's definitely some people, because, like, VTubing is such a new industry, like, we're kind of, I mean, we were kind of more so in the Wild West, like, a few years ago, but, like, we're in, like, we're in a very interesting transitional period, I would feel, you know? I don't really know where things are gonna go from here. Cute model. Can you zoom in so it's close in the corner like it would be doing during a gaming stream? Sure. Yeah, sorry. I had it, like, in, I forgot to put it back. I was showing off the whole model and I forgot to put it back. OMG, Tangy, zoom in. Yeah, so here, you want zoom in? I'll give you zoom in. Oh my god. It's funny, I'm like, this isn't really a debut stream. This is just me deciding to stream and talk about whatever I want. I just I can't really, like, I would, in theory, do a debut stream, but I don't have the time to make the ideas I'm envisioning exist. You know what I mean? Cute, I love the tooth. Thank you. Wow, as soon as I zoom in, everyone's appearing. Oh my gosh. Teeth. Twitch kills me with the ads. That's true. I kind of I'm considering, like, multi-streaming on YouTube eventually, but I need to, like, figure that out. I'm kind of a noob at this. Meetings are Munch's natural habitat. I know, Munch, you've escaped your natural habitat. You'll need to watch the VOD later. Oh my gosh. Maybe the trick is to stream at, like, nightmare hours so that the off-Kai staff who are stuck in meetings can escape and appear. You were swimming. Yeah, I was swimming. That's what I was doing. Oh, I should get like an inner tube. Yeah. Thanks for the full model view earlier. Yeah. I can try to find some posted guides for multi-streaming. Yeah, I know. It's just everything it takes time, and I just don't have it right now, but maybe soon. I will improve. You have breached good. Maybe, okay, I think VTuber Studio does have an inner tube, but I, let's see. Let's see. Maybe if I do the menu, will it pop up? Oh, you can't see the menu. But I am using the window, so if I started rifling through the items, it would break immersion, so I have to figure that out. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm too close. Hold on, let me zoom out. Let me zoom out. Yeah. Wow. I wonder how this would look at as a cosplay, honestly. My gosh, what were we saying? Oh yeah, corpos. Yeah. I think things might change this year, they might not. The thing is, like, I think the indie scene has had its ups and downs too, so, you know, immersion, yeah, immersion is so important, you know. We'll see. I think, in my opinion no one asked for, I think that more VTubers and VTuber companies should expand their horizons and try new things and try new markets. I don't think any corpo is going to grow unless they try to hit a market that hasn't been hit yet. You know, that's just my thought, you know. What are we talking about? We were just talking about, like, random VTuber stuff. Not really drama, but just, like, thinking. Just commiserating, maybe, just a little bit. Before that, I was talking about, like, VTuber concerts and some conventions I've been to. Looks pretty chill, good off-Kai party vibes. Agree, breaking the mold. Yeah, Corpo's gotta go. What? What? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh my gosh. Number one, what? Oh no. Ah, okay, virgin markets. Yes, yes, yeah. I mean, because if you think about it, like, this is my reasoning. Like, HoloLive got popular because they were pretty much the first to really break into the English market successfully, and that's why they're the dominant force in the girl VTuber EN market. And then, you know, Niji got their success from being the first to break into the guy VTuber market. And other companies that have survived, like, I mean, you could argue FaZe has survived because they've tapped the more like unhinged demographic or something. Like, everyone kind of is trying to find a different niche or a different market. But if you're just doing what everyone else does, like, what's the point? There is a guy VTuber market, like a market for guy VTubers? Yeah, actually there is. But, like, I've noticed personally that there's definitely some overlap, but the girls who like guy VTuber scene and the girl VTuber scene for girl VTubers is pretty different. Because I don't know, like, if you go to, like, Anime Impulse, like, the demographic there is so different from, like, say, Offkai, you know, which has more catered, well, not, like, on purpose, but has, sorry, kind of skewed more towards, like, the other side, I guess. Hololive should do what Hololive should do what V Shoujo couldn't. I think, well, the better question is, like, what couldn't V Shoujo do? Because, I mean, another thing you could say is V Shoujo built its market, its demographic on not being Hololive, basically. Like, they're like, oh, talent freedom. That's their whole thing. They're like, talent freedom. Like, we're different. We let our talents do anything. But the thing is, like, when you overpromise, where is the revenue source? The talent freedom to not make any... Okay. This is actually a whole conversation, because who knows? Maybe the V Shoujo staff, and I don't know, maybe they're just really, really bad with money. I think maybe they could, maybe they are. I have no idea, because I didn't work for V Shoujo. Maybe they're really bad with money, or maybe they just didn't have enough revenue stream. I don't know. But, like, their whole thing was being like, we're not like the other VTuber agencies, right? Not commit crimes. So true. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, sorry. I'm backed up on chat. I've watched too many ecological, biology, paleontology videos lately. You must identify and carve out your own niche. Yeah. Exactly. V Shoujo is like, our niche is being free, letting them do what they want, not telling them what to do. But I don't even know if that's true. V Shoujo had the golden ticket, but the company was literally not run by anyone. That's kind of probably true. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Buy indies or contract indies to make an idol group. Let's see. Ultimately, there's so little that has been explored with this unique medium we call VTubing. It takes some creativity and bravery and commitment and solid planning to carve out your own slice on the interwebs. So true, Munch. So true. Lack of rev stream, lack of business savvy, lack of leadership, overpromising to the detriment of the company. I think a really, really big... That's a huge, huge thing. Overpromising. Overpromising. Let me just tell you, if you're anyone who does anything with anyone, whether it's a business, whether it's VTubers, whether it's whatever, even a friendship, overpromising, don't do that. You can be screwed over so easily by overpromising. I'm sure, I mean, I've been guilty of overpromising in my personal life sometimes. Like, but when in your professional life, if you're running a convention, if you're running a company, if you're running whatever, like, I know, like, you want to bring people in. Like, you want to be able to tell people, oh, like, yeah, we're gonna make you grow wings and fly, and then you're like, that will bring them in, because I know half the battles is getting people to be a part of your crazy idea or your new company or whatever. But then when you can't make impossible things come true, you're really setting yourself up for failure. You know, like, that's gonna sink you more than not getting anyone at all. So that's just my advice. Just don't overpromise. Right? Oh, and another biology thing, evolve, adapt, overcome. Things will happen outside of your control. Respond to changes and come out better. Yeah. Shoujo was cooked from the start. Yeah. To answer your question of what side Offkai has skewed towards, I think this is arguable, but I think just Offkai, and this is something that just Offkai kind of skews more to like the guy and the Hololive and the more like I don't know, but like not on purpose. It's just I don't know. That's actually a whole can of worms. That's a whole can of worms, you know? Like, I think it's something, it would be cool if Offkai could be more like, have a lot of different kinds of people. That's something I think would be cool. And something I've, you know, put my 2 cents into. The Miss Tangy streams? What do you mean? What's the Miss Tangy streams? Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm losing my voice. I have to become stronger. Yeah. This really is, I keep saying this stream is my stream of consciousness. Truly, a unique, model reveal stream. A model reveal stream where the VTuber just starts talking about whatever for like some unknown amount of time. Honestly, like, as streamy as it gets. To be honest, like, I'm not sure if I'm really interested in doing everything by like the book, you know? I remember like one time in college and I took an art class, and I think one of the things that, you know, my professor really like drove home was you have to like know the rules to break them. They're like, oh, there's the rules of art, or like the rules of music, or the rules of whatever. And like, oh, if you want to, or maybe it was film. Oh my gosh, some creative class, you know, oftentimes they'll say like, oh, you have to know the basics, or like this, how film, like the cliches of film, or like the principles of art, or the core tenets of music. And, you know, if you know them, then when you intentionally break them, you can do so in a meaningful way. And I feel like with VTubing, I would say I definitely know the rule book pretty well, just from pure unfiltered exposure for like 5 years. And I don't know, I'm just not really, I want to do like, I want to have like some lore reveal, and I want to have like something maybe, but like, I don't want to feel like I have to do that. Also because I just don't have that much resources, you know, to put into all those things. I think a lot of people just sink like, oh, so much money into like being a VTuber, and most of the time you really just don't get that money back. And honestly, I'm not really in a position where I can do that right now. I think rants are how Twitch stream work. Is this ranting? I think I'm more just postulating, or talking my mind, speaking my mind, you know. It's a thing in any field for sure. You should just keep it up. You have the voice of a VTuber. You sound like Fada. I sound like Fada? That's crazy. Well, thank you. That's kind of actually one of my, like, sorry. You're spending your whole Severance and Ayami model? Okay, Kira. But sorry, what I was gonna say is I've been told by a few people that I have the voice of a VTuber, and like, I guess that does kind of motivate me a bit, because I'm like, well, it's like, well, then maybe I should try, right? Like, you know, I'm not really like doing a voice that really, so I don't know. Actually, let me go a little deeper into it. I feel like throughout my whole life, I've been actually really like self-conscious about my voice. I've always been like feeling self-conscious about how it's too high-pitched, or like I feel like people maybe have looked down on me for sounding like too young, or too I don't know, just, I was like upset. throughout my life for not having like a serious voice and feeling like people could never take me seriously because of that, and like I would just hate hearing like my voice in recordings and whatever. So like that's kind of something I think is cool about VTubing, is that it gives some people who haven't who maybe like they don't, there's some things that like hold them back in life, but in VTubing it's actually like a good thing. I feel you. I wish I had the opposite, but you have such a powerful voice, you know, like there's like, I think there's really like cons and minuses to different voices. Like you want a high-pitched voice, but like sometimes when you have like a really like, do you want to be less scary? In your general okay, well, I mean, living in Japan, I could see how maybe you want to be less scary, but well, okay, but like, okay, sorry, I'm trying to collect my thoughts here. The other thing is like, it's going back to how, I guess, I don't know if I really sound like Fauna, but I think the main thing there is I have a very like thin voice. Like it's like kind of not a very strong voice. It's kind of more, I mean, I am speaking more like from my throat, I guess, but that's just how I've grown up speaking or whatever. And but it also, for example, like it makes it really difficult for stuff like singing, because, and I've had this like conversation with one of my close friends, because she has kind of a similar voice, and she's like, yeah, like she's like, we're screwed, like for singing, like we're just not gonna be able to do those really like powerful notes. So it's like, what I mean to say is like every voice has its like pluses and minuses, and if you have a strong voice, it makes you generally a stronger singer. So it's like, I don't know. But that's also kind of like tying into what I mean about VTubing. Like you, it gives some people the opportunity to turn their former weaknesses into strengths, you know? You hear the Fauna vibes. I don't really like my voice either, but ultimately it's what I got to work with. But Bunch, I think you have a really good voice for your character, and I think you have a good like VTuber voice, Bunch. Like you naturally have like a good voice for like playing like a character, I think. So, you know, maybe we're in kind of similar situations there, right? Like, yeah, you can capitalize on your voice too. Breathy, yeah, maybe so. When can we Wild Card? I don't think I could sing Wild Card. Kiara sings from the throat too much, I heard, and she needs to use her diaphragm or whatever more. Yeah, I've noticed Kiara doesn't really sing from the diaphragm. I think that's true. You like the tangy voice? Thank you. You know, that's another thing, like, that's really cool about designing your own VTuber is, soothing. Oh, I didn't. Thanks. Soothing. Don't cry much. Keep your head up, King. Your crown is, your monocle's falling. What was I saying? Oh, sorry. The good thing about designing your character, and this is another benefit of being indie, is that you can like really just tailor your model to your voice or your personality or your vibe. Like you can really just be like whoever you want. I think actually, in my opinion, that's one of the biggest benefits to being indie, is that you can be who you want. With like corpos, you know, most of the time they have the models already, and they kind of try to find more people who fit them, and they might like adjust some things here and there, and well, that's not all corpos. Some corpos will like go so far to like tailor a model to a person, or it just really depends. But like, you still, most of the time, you're not gonna get exactly what you want. You're not probably gonna be exactly who you want to be. And unless you can really like slip into that character and really like become one with your what you're given, I think that tends to be one of the biggest causes of dissatisfaction with VTubers in corpos, like not really liking the hand they've been dealt. I think I feel like that's like a trend I see. But yeah, I tried to make something that would fit me. Kind of like not like a like I feel like I wouldn't I feel like I just want to be like a creature, you know? I feel like it's fun to be just like a kind of a creature. I just want to be like a cute little, just a cute little guy. I think that's the vibe I wanted with this. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. VTubers. Oh man. That shirt is some cool vibes. Thank you, Captain Brian. It is original design. It's kind of based on a shirt I already have, but the pattern is different. So okay, actually, to be honest, like the shirt is based on the colors are based on the Happy Home Designer Hawaiian shirts from Animal Crossing. I just really love the color palette, and I have like a physical version of that shirt that I just really like. So I just wanted Tangy to be wearing that shirt. I'm gonna be honest. I love colored shirts and I love like Hawaiian shirts and I wear them all the time. And I just wanted Tangy to wear a freaking a Hawaiian shirt. Could I even release this shirt as merch? I almost just feel like it's too similar. But oh, there's like that guy who makes like the Hawaiian shirts. Like he made Uma Musume ones and like, oh, that'd be fun. One day maybe we'll have merch. I don't know. Man. Hella nice. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I should just rename this Stream of Consciousness, I think. Wow. I can't believe it's only been 2 hours. I feel like when I'm like streaming, I'm stuck in this like void of, I don't know, it's like you're just in a void, you know? You're not in like the real world. You're just somewhere else. Time flies by. It's true. It's so true. I'm trying to think. What else? Chat, is this real? I know. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I was kind of mentioning earlier about like another really cool thing I really enjoyed doing this last summer, because I've been talking a little bit about like my adventures over the summer, but I'm just thinking about this now. I said earlier how I went to Culver's on this road trip because I was driving through Arizona and there was a Culver's and I was like, wait, there's Culver's, like I've never had it before, and Narissa says it's good, so yeah, that's literally why I stopped for Culver's. It's a Culver's in the West. Yeah, there is. It was in Tucson. Arizona mentioned. I don't know how people do Desatsu stream. It is a lot of talking. Wait, you just had Culver's today? That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Well, this was my only time having Culver's, and I was like, I'll never get another chance. I have to stop. I need to know if Nurse is right. So, we stopped, and allegedly, the butter burger was not up to normal par, according to our resident expert. So maybe I didn't have an authentic Culver's experience. But I was just thinking about this because I bought like a little, at Anime Impulse, I bought like a little Narissa Culver's standee thing. It's like these, it's like 2 acrylic blocks, and like 1 acrylic block is like standing on top of the other. But that was so fun. I literally bought it because I don't know, it was just such a funny memory. Tucson, always a gamble. Wait, you're a block from Culver's? Chicken Okabe, that's crazy. Oh, I did actually have the cheese curd and the custard too, though. I like the cheese curds. Culver's, just go a little bit more west and north. Follow Bojangles expansion. Tender's always fire. I've actually tried... Is it... No, not Portos. Portillo's? I think I did try that. Because I think there was one in... like Buena Park or something like that. And one of my friends who's from like the south was like, we gotta go to... I think this is the same place. They were like, we gotta go here. It was pretty good. I like how every region of the United States will be like, you gotta go to Buc-ee's. You gotta go to Culver's. You gotta go to Waco's. You gotta go to, what is that one? Wahoo. What is that one? Like like what? Wawa! Yeah! You gotta go to Wawa! Whataburger! Like, everyone has their things. And they'll, like, really aggressively insist that you go, like, oh, you gotta go to In-N-Out, you know? I think it's so funny. Portillo's is the place to get a piece of cake blended into shake. Maybe that must have been where I went. I also do like Porto's the bakery. That's pretty good. Their stuff is delicious, especially the what is it? Oh my gosh, those cheese things. The cheese things. I don't know what they are. They're cheese things. Buc-ee's. We need a collab with Wawa and Kiwawa. That'd be crazy. Did Otto do an In-N-Out Oh, that's right. She posted about it. That'd be so funny. Porto's, yeah. Porto's slaps. And it is cheap. That is crazy about Porto's. It's so affordable. Wait, San Diego doesn't have Porto's. Unless there's a Porto has materialized in San Diego. Hold on, I'm Googling this. Porto's, San Diego. Wait, really? Hold on. No. I need like a frowning toggle or something. I don't think there's a Porto's in San Diego. I'm so sorry. You have to go all the way to LA. Yeah. Oh, cheese rolls! The cheese rolls are so good. I don't know if I've had the cheese... The bakery I like better is the chain in Tucson. Interesting. Tucson is a very interesting town. I kind of like the vibe. Definitely has like college town vibes. I didn't stay for that long, but it was cool. San Diego does have Tacos El Gordo, which if you are staying downtown, it's right downtown, but oh my god, good luck fighting those crowds in that place. They're pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, there's San Diego, get some tacos. That's... Yep. Everyone will say that. Oh my gosh, you're going to Solvang Munch? Ostrich Land. I went to Ostrich Land last year. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Munch, go to Ostrich Land. And go to Solvang. Solvang's so cute. Ostrich Land is crazy. So, okay, you literally... You go there, and then they give you these, like... They're like wooden bowls on sticks, and then it's full of like ostrich feed, and then you hold it out and like stick it through these holes in the fence, and it's kind of scary. It kind of feels like you're in Jurassic Park, okay? Because ostriches are massive. Like they're way taller than you or any of us, and they're just towering over you, and then just like they're like attacking your bowl. They're like literally just they're literally, you have to like keep your hands steady because they're just like attacking the bowl of food. Especially the emus. They have emus too. But yeah, 10 out of 10 do recommend. But it was a little scary. But you should go. Tacos El Gordo. I guess Tacos El Gordo is kind of a tourist location, but I mean, everywhere in downtown is a tourist location, in my opinion. Funny enough, earlier this week, the website said it was closed for a wedding. No. Wedding at Tacos El Gordo? Wait, is that for real? Or are you talking about Ostrich Land? Oh, don't pet. It's not a petting zoo. Don't pet the ostriches. Ostrich. Just thinking about Ostrich Land now. Oh my gosh. I liked it. Also Solvang. If you haven't been to Solvang, you should go there. It's so cute. It's like, it's Dutch. It's like a little Dutch town, basically, and... Or Danish? Is it Danish? Hold on. Is it Danish or Dutch? Solvang. Danish, sorry. It's Danish. Yeah, Solvang's like a little Danish town. And they have all sorts of cute stores. They have like a little museum, and what can you do there? I don't know. I just liked it. I stayed there last year, and it's just fun. It's so fun. Oh, that town. Uh-oh. Have you had a bad experience with Solvang? I'm sorry. Oh man. Yeah, road trip. Munch, you're going on a road trip. I love road trips. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about the road trip I did in June. That's... A friend told me about it. Good. Yeah, it's good. If you're ever driving from SoCal to NorCal or NorCal to SoCal, like, the 101 is like a really nice trip. Something I've always wanted to do is driving like Route 1. Like just going all the way up the coast, you know? But part of it's been closed for like a very long time. I don't know if it's still open, but I'll look at that later. But yeah, it's not possible. It wasn't possible for a long time to drive like the whole way up the one. But I really want to. I may have underestimated how much further San Diego is from LA. It depends on traffic. If it's not rush hour, it's like 2 hours. If it is rush hour, it's 3 to 4 hours. So, I don't know. Take your pick, I guess. Oh, but good luck, because maybe you'll encounter random construction at any given moment, even in the middle of the night. Who knows? Yeah. Road trip. Oh my gosh, where do I even start with this road trip I did in June? Whew. Well, it was to the Grand Canyon and Roswell, and it was like a week, I think. It was really, really fun. I might honestly drive in the dead of the night like I did for Virtual Vacation. Oh, be careful. Be careful with that. It's kind of dangerous. Oh, shout out to the booby tanks. Yeah, for sure. I always think that when I pass. This feels like such a... I feel like this is something I'd want to show pictures for. Because, like, okay, actually, right before Offkai, I made a little, plush version of Tangy. Because I wanted to have, like, a little creature to bring around. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, kind of inspired by Pia and her awesome little plush that she brings around. I was like, ooh, like, I want to do something like that, you know? So, yeah, using some, what's the word? Like a prefabricated body and stuff, I made, I just, like, made the wig, no, the hair, sorry, and all the little things, and then I brought it around, and then I took a lot of pictures of her with it. Maybe I should do, like, a stream where I show all the pictures of Tangy in the places. Maybe I should do that. I think that would be more fun than just, like, talking about it, but it's so fun and cute. Thank you. Oh, you saw it was super cool. Yeah, I showed her off. If you saw me at, like, Offkai or AX, I brought her and I was like, look at my little guy. Isn't she so cute? I made her my header of my Twitter. I just changed my Twitter header. I literally hadn't changed my Twitter header since... I don't know. Oh my gosh, you guys. Like, maybe... That picture was from 2020. It was me cosplaying Gura at the original Offkai. That was my last header that I've had since I made my Twitter in, like, I think it was 22 or 23. I don't remember, but I just never changed it. So finally I was like, okay, I'm gonna change it. I haven't even worn my Gura cosplay in, like, a few years. So I made it Tangy. I think that's her at White Sands National Park. Oh, it was so... I just stuck her in the sand. Yep, that's my Twitter header, so... yeah. I want to make her little outfit, though. I need to do that. You need to do a West road trip. Need to visit the alien spots and the Trinity test site. Okay, actually, White Sands was... National Park. Okay. Technically, the Trinity test site is only open, like, 1 or 2 days a year. Or something like that. But, like, White Sands is in the missile range. They have, like, a missile range, and it was tested at that missile range. So it was like, I was right by the Trinity site, and I did go to the alien spots because I went to Roswell and stuff. So, yeah, I very much recommend, I think if you really like aliens and you like kitsch stuff, like, Roswell is awesome. If you think that stuff is lame, then you probably won't like Roswell. Tangy with Manhattan Project lore. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That would be crazy. Well, actually, I need to... I want... How... I don't know when and how I will expand on this lore, but the Tangy lore is that she's the mascot of an orange soda company that went defunct in the 90s because it was actually toxic. And she drank a bunch of the toxic soda after she was fired, because they fired Tangy because the soda went bankrupt, and they like kicked her out, and they just gave her the rest of the soda, and they're like, here, survive off of this. And so she just drank a bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh, my what is that? Sorry, I don't have my alerts set up properly. Oh, thank you, Sexy Moose. Hello, and welcome to the Tangy experience. Oh, and hi, Night too. Yay! Lead soda. Yeah, so the soda's toxic, and she just kept drinking it, and so it made her from like a typical 90s like mascot. It like changed her into an, oh my gosh, I just realized I messed up the chat box. Oh no, wait, no. There we go, sorry. Hype train incoming. Oh, well, thank you, Munch. Thank you guys. That's so sweet. I appreciate it. She drank so much toxic soda. Yeah, she became an anime girl, basically. Yeah, that's the lore. Kind of weird. That's the kind of the point, though. I just wanted something weird. I don't care a whole lot for, like, more serious VTuber lore. I just thought it'd be funny if it was, like, really wacky. I actually drew, like, 90s mascot Tangy. I wonder if I could, like, put her in here. Give me one sec. Let me find it. Yes. Yes. Wait, where is she? Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh, she's so big. Ah. Oh my gosh, sorry. She's so large. I don't even have her... Hold on. Sorry. I'm really bad at technology. Kind of. There's probably a better way to do this. This is Tangy from the 90s. Yeah. Prinsa, yeah, she's large. I mean, because I wanted it to be like high res, you know. Is there more of the soda left somewhere? Yeah, wouldn't it be great if there was soda that could turn you into an anime character? Yeah, Knight, you've been spotted. Haha, see. Is there a Tangy manifesto? Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm not Mr. Box from Smiling Friends. Did Kel Mitchell like the soda? I have to Google who that is. Yo, yeah, so this is 90s Tangy. Maybe she would have like an Ortis, yeah, cuz Tangy, like that's why she has an orange thing. She has, I don't know. She's a turtle, she's orange. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, she is so cute. Look at her. She even has kind of a 90s haircut. Isn't that just delightful? Yeah, I will use her at some point. I don't know when. I'm gonna put her right here. Maybe right here. Oh, I'll put her over here. Thank you, Knight. Goofy movie. Okay, hold on. Okay, actually though. So when I drew her like maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I have recently been on a Goofy movie kick. In one sitting, I think even, I watched, maybe it was just one day, I watched first Goofy movie, Not Just a Goof, which is the documentary about Goofy movie, and then Goofy movie 2. And I'm just been really into Goofy movie lately. And so yeah, it was kind of like, it was in my brain as I drew this. So good eye, Chicken Okabe. Ah. Rig her. Ah, that's so much work. Maybe eventually. Kel Mitchell's the Kel from Keenan and Kel. Oh. Yeah, sorry, I'm revealing that I'm not really a 90s kid. I'm just a 90s baby. You know all. Chicken oka based. I'm dead. Okay, I'm gonna put little other Tangy over here. She is so cute though. Here she is. My twin. Oh my gosh, what was I talking about? I have like a whole thing in mind, like if I had a lore video and I would want it to incorporate some like live action elements. I have this like VHS-C camera from like the 90s, and then I would use it to make like fake like footage of like this of people drinking the soda, and then I don't know, it would just be like a fake news report, and I don't know, I just have a whole vision, but I need to figure out how to do that. Ooh, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah, I don't know, multimedia. I do want to use that camera at some point. It's really fun. You're also a 90s baby. I hope the debut will come one day. I can't promise when, because I would also have to like recruit people to like physically be in it. So that's kind of another thing. Yeah. Also, it's like, what am I debuting? Because the model's already here. I guess it would just be a lore debut. I would just like drop it and be like, here's my lore. Do I know the VTuber Alpine Showtime? Yeah, I actually have heard of them. I think that's super cool. That's the one that is like the stop motion guy, right? I think. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love, what's the word? Like, kind of, like, multimedia, or like, more like a, like, unique sort of VTuber types. I think it's so fun. I think it's so cool. One of my favorite VTubers is Big Nose Bug. I think she's awesome. I love her, like, fursuit. I like her theme. I'm kind of a theme park nerd, so yeah, I'm a big nose bug fan. He's making his own software. That is so cool. That's like crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Miss Lala is another really good example of like kind of more like atypical VTuber. I guess you could say more like Western style, like cartoon. Toon tubers, yeah, that's the word. Like Big Nose Bug had a panel at Off Kai, and she had the Toon tubers. I think that's fun, you know? Wow, thank you for subscribing, Curation. Miss Lala, please collab with Tangy for vintage soda. Oh, Miss Lala's so nice. I guess I could say this because she named me on her stream. I was sorry, I'm biased. I was actually Miss Lala's guest liaison when she was a guest at Off Kai, and she was so nice. She was so cool. Like, she had these like cool outfits every day, and she's actually like a costume designer in Hollywood. She said that on stream or Twitter publicly, and just like so cool. I don't know, big fan. I have a little Miss Lala standing on my desk right now, and I'm like, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I just think it's cool when people kind of branch out a little bit. I don't know. I like everything, you know. All sorts of VTuber. Big fan. Just a VTuber enjoyer over here. My goodness. How late should I go today? 2 hours and 30 minutes. Could probably keep going a little while. Because I think I won't get into the I do want, maybe eventually want to do a stream where I show pictures from like the road trip I took. So I won't get into that today, but I should have made more throat coat tea. If you have throat problems, my recommendation is throat coat tea, hashtag not sponsored. It's so good. So good. Throat coat is the goat, yeah. I know. The best advertising is from people you don't pay. Oh, I guess another thing was virtual vacation. Was at AX, and if you don't know what it was a concert at the... Wait, where is it again? It was at a really cool venue. The United Theater on Broadway. And it was this beautiful, like, Gothic theater. God, that venue was so pretty. Really, like, gotta be one of the coolest VTuber concert venue everywhere. Peipacoa. Googling that. I could probably be easily tricked into Googling something heinous by someone in chat, to be honest. Because I'm like, what is that? Googles it. It's like, Tangy, Google Goatsy. I don't know. Ooh, I'll have to investigate this. Sorry, I keep closing OBS. Okay, we... Sorry, I was just reminded of it because of the Smiling Friends episode, because Mr. Frog does it at the end of the episode, in case you were not aware. Oh, we have 2 recommendations for Peipacoa. Okay. You're dead. Sorry you died. The venue was nice. You hope you can go back one day. Me too. They also, like, the staff of the venue were super nice too. They're awesome. Yeah. That was... I was kind of stressed that day, I'm not gonna lie, but the concert itself was like really just really cool. And I think a lot of people really enjoyed it, which is what's most important. And I loved, you know, getting to do kind of like a vintage theme with the concert. I thought that was cool. That whole day felt like a blur. I'm just trying to think what I can even say. You know, like, sometimes when you have a day where you're like stressed, you know, and you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do? What happened? You know, I looked back at my pictures. I don't even have any pictures. Jeez. That's kind of a bummer, honestly, but... yeah. What else have I done? I mean, there's Offkai. Offkai is a whole other thing. A friend that swears by Vocal Zone. Okay, Vocal Zone. Oh. Ooh, okay. Throat pastilles. I'm getting so much knowledge. Offkai is a whole other can of worms, too. Honestly, like... what can I even say? Like... that was also a blur. Oh my gosh, Offkai. Oh, it's a UK product? Oh. I don't have any friends in the UK who can smuggle. Offkai was just Offkai. You swore by Orcazone. You're trying to make me Google Orcazone? I already know what Orcazone is. Curation. You can't fool me. Offkai, I'm sure many people in chat were very busy during Offkai. I definitely had a lot to do. But it was fun. I had a great time at Offkai, to be honest. Like, it was just a little, of course, Frisk, oh my god, Frisk, you were so busy at Offkai. Oh my gosh. And Munch. Yeah. Off Kai staff in the chat being like, I was busy too. Yep, same. The blur of blurs. It was a blur. But man, I was just so scared something terrible was gonna happen. And nothing really did go wrong that bad. I don't think, at least not, nothing terrible happened. So in my mind, that's a win, personally. Oh! Dong! That's, okay, the Dongers, Dong. Okay, now I know who you are, yeah. When people's, like, Discord names don't match their chat names, I get a little confused. Like, when Charlie came in as Conline, I was like, oh, Charlie, because, I don't know. I'm silly. Wow, there's Off-Kai staff in the chat. We were halfway day through and we're going, wait, this is going so well. What the heck? I know, right? Really though. I was like, I was kind of like, is this gonna go okay? Like, so much, just not on based on any actual grounds, right? Just general anxiety, right? Because cons, you know, you hear about sometimes really crazy stuff happening, like the fire alarm going off, or like the sprinklers going off, or blah blah blah. And yeah, there's, you know, there's always some stressful situations, but we didn't have anything like that. Gas leak, oh my god, that's like the thing. I was like, oh, what if there's like emergency? That would just be so scary. Does Conline mean Charlie online? Great question. I feel like I kept hearing there was fires and big issues and they ended up not being that bad. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Or so-and-so attendees causing problem. Also, surprisingly, despite it all, I mean, I wasn't on security or anything, but like, I don't think it was anything that bad, right? As far, I don't know of anything on the top of my head. As long as fires are out quickly, there aren't problems. So true. Charlie online English. Charlie's gone. Will he ever return? Actually, wait. No, Charlie's in Pacific time, I think. Oh my gosh, I was trying to think. What can I even say about what I did at Off-Kai? That's the trouble. That's why I wasn't like that keen on doing an Off-Kai stream, because like it's like when you work with guests, what can you say you did? I don't know. Hi, Mar Greer. What is up? Welcome to Tangy. Sorry, oh my gosh, I don't know how to You existed at Off-Kai, thus making... Shoot. I accidentally popped out a window. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at OBS. I'm so sorry, everyone. Oh, there we go. I existed at Off-Kai, therefore it's a success. So true. So true. A lot of walking. Oh my god. My steps were probably... No, they're not probably. They were crazy. My steps at Off-Kai were crazy. Truly. Truly crazy. I think it would be like 50 flights of stairs and like 15,000 steps and some insanity, you know? Oh my gosh. So, it's Sorry, oh no. I'm sorry, I'm messing with my OBS panels. I don't know how to go back. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh. Okay, okay, we figured it out, sorry. Technical problems. It is a plus stamina plus power event. What did I do at Offkai? I got to see some of Offkai live. I liked seeing Kizuna AI, that was cool. And Narissa. I saw Narissa, yeah. That was cool. I handed out tickets. I handed out tickets at the end of Offkai Live. Because they were shoved into my hand. And I was told, here, pass out tickets. Oh, you saw Offkai Live from panel 3? So true. So true. There's no VTuber stream without scuff. And you're still thankful. It was fun. I like kind of doing silly little things like that, honestly. You didn't get to see Offkai Live? Yeah, because Offkai Live was, right, kind of during setup for Annie Clover. I was freaking out, like, they said people wouldn't be going through both doors, I can't cover both. I know, but honestly, it was a really good thing that the second door was open, because I was, like, trying to get out, and I was like, oh, why is this other door not open, guys? Like, this is kind of a hazard, and then they did open them, but yeah, like you said, then the tickets, but then good thing, we saved the day. Offkai Live was wild. The WODA circle was something else. Oh, I wish I saw the WODA pit. That sounds cool. That sounds super cool. I keep leaning too close to my monitor. And that's why my like eyes sometimes look really weird, because I'm like in a range that my phone isn't picking up. And it's like, oh, what are you doing? I need like I actually don't have a real phone stand yet. I used to have one and then it broke, and so I'm literally just using I'm actually using a Kiara acrylic phone stand. It's like from what is this from? It's the one that from like a long time ago, I think, that was on like Tokyo Otaku mode, and so it's just like it's not very good because it's very low. So it's getting like really bad angles. I need to buy a phone stand. You're next to the WODA pit. It was the perfect place to be. I should have been there. Do you want one? Do you have one? Do you have a spare? You have one I got that's nice but doesn't fit under my monitor. Oh no! Are you going to TwitchCon? If you're going to TwitchCon, I'll take it off your hands. Actually, I don't know where you live. I don't know if you live in California or not. Have to stay hydrated. This is literally just yapping. Maybe one day I'll do. I don't know. Have the Tangy fans noticed that I've literally never done a game stream? Like I think I've done maybe like 12-ish. Not a single game stream, and I'm kind of scared to set one up. But honestly, like, I don't know, maybe eventually. I'm kind of scared. I'm like, what if my graphics card can't handle it? I don't know. You've definitely noticed. I'm dead. Oh, you're from the other coast. Wow. Okay, well maybe one day we'll meet again. I do great non-game streams. Thank you, Munch. Zatsu's RP. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I actually prefer Zatsu streams as a viewer. I actually don't really care too much about game streams. Actually, wait. I have done a game stream because one time, a super long time ago, I did a Fall Guys collab. I don't know. Maybe it's just, maybe I'm just not. Game streams is the thing is like I can just talk, but when I'm like playing a game, it's harder for me to talk. Like I'm kind of like, it's like playing the game or talking or like I don't know, like I just maybe I just can't do both. It's just hard. It's just hard. Oh, but Neopets. I actually really do want to do a Neopet stream. I think that'd be so fun. I love Neopets. I'm still playing Neopets. I don't know if anyone in chat is a Neopetter, but like I'm literally doing the fairy festival right now, and it's actually the last day. And I was kind of sad because last night I was donating my Neopets items to the fairy festival, and I got to 281 points, and then there was a bug, and then they didn't give me my fairy recycling capsule. You ever feel that way, you know, when you just don't get your fairy recycling capsule after donating to the fairies? Everyone always says, oh, I played Neopets as a youngin'. But, I mean, okay, I guess if at least you played as a kid, like, that's pretty cool. But, like, you know, if you're insane enough to keep playing Neopets as an adult, I respect you. Which is to say, I respect myself. I've inspired you to do more non-gaming streams. Thank you, Munch. You go, Munch. Multitasking is hard. Yeah, I'm like locking into gaming, unless it's something like Stardew Valley or Sims. Oh, a Sims stream would actually be kind of fun. I'm gonna be honest, I mostly just play like, I play a lot of like relaxing kind of games. Just cause I like them. I don't know. I'm not a huge gamer. I love video games. I've grown up playing video games, but like, I'm not like a, like competitive person, I guess. Unless it's Uno, then I'll be competitive. You want to try it again? Yeah, well, like, why not? Gaming. Fairies are the tricky ones. Yeah, you know, my favorite Neopets fairy moment was last year. You know, there's these two fairies in Neopets. I don't know how to say their names because they're literally like made up words, but it's like Judora and then like Illusin. I don't know how you say their names, but they're like, one's like uber goth, like dark fairy, like she's like purple and evil, and then the other one, she like is like a forest hippie girl, and like no one knows why. It's a mystery, but they're just bitter enemies. They just hate each other. And honestly, like, I love the headcanon that they're like exes, but like my favorite trope is friends to enemies to friends to lovers. That's my favorite trope, and that's kind of like my headcanon for them. But at the last fairy festival, you know, we got them like fighting but kind of making up, and it was awesome. But for some reason, Neopets didn't give us that this year, so I'm basically gonna have to delete my account, to be honest. You remember Neopets from McDonald's? They did have the toys. I remember I was like, I need those toys. I was obsessed. Uno stream with off-Kai staff. Oh my gosh. I am a lowercase g gamer. I guess that's true. That's true. Yeah. I love just talking about Neopets because I know it just sounds insane. So, you know, it's fun. Never played Neopets, but you did have a couple of the plush toys. I still have my, Rainbow Poogle, you know? And they've been like re-releasing the cards. Actually, one of the streams I did last year, where, I did a card opening stream, you know? I definitely don't hold up the Neopets community. Actually, you know what? You know, it's so this was heart-wrenching. This was one of the top 10 saddest moments of my life. So, I think it was Comic-Con like 2 years ago. I went to they had like a Neopets party. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I wasn't really actively playing as much at the time, but like I played Neopets on and off since I was like since 2005. So, I mean, you know, I keep coming back to it now and then. I've stints. So I went, and I just still love Neopets. Even if when I'm not playing it, I'm like, oh my god, Neopets, Waited in line for like 2 hours or something, some crazy amount of time. Almost gave up, but we kept going, and at the very, very, very last minute, I got in. And then they were giving away these like bags. I think they're bags or something like that. And I was like, oh, bags, like, can I have one? And then the staff lady was like, oh, sorry, like, we're reserving these for the community. And I was like, oh, what do you mean what do you mean the community? I was like, oh, okay. And then I left, and I was like, what does that mean? What's that? I'm gonna be honest. That I keep saying I'm gonna be honest. Oh my god. That was. Sorry, I got so emotional. I hit my mic. In that moment, I'm like, wow, gatekeeping is like really bad. Like, I love Neopets. I played it, and then like the staff was like, oh, you're not a member of the community. I was like, what does that mean? Lesson learned, okay? What are the metrics of deciding whether or not someone's like a true fan of something? Or like, what are the metrics of like trying to like gatekeep true fans and like true people or what? It's like such a nebulous thing, and you're just often causing more pain than joy. Sorry, you must be below this high. Okay. But that's for or below. Okay, for a second I thought you were talking about like getting on a roller coaster. And it's like, okay, you have to be a certain height to go on a roller coaster because you're like, you don't want to fly out and die, right? But I mean, also, I'm joking. That wasn't one of the worst moments of my life, but it did actually make me really sad. I was almost like, oh, fuck you, Neopets. I'm not coming back. I was slightly appeased later because they were like, they came back and they're like, oh, we're giving out these free slushy cups. They like, if you've ever played Neopets, they have the slushies. And so they had like I think it was like Gamer Subs or some energy drink. They had a collab with them, and then or GG, I don't know. And they had like these cups that look like the slushy cups. And they were like just giving them out at the party, and I was like, oh, cool. Okay, this makes me feel better now. So then I felt better. Kind of, yeah, life-defining moment, yeah. Anyways, why did I start talking about that? I don't know. Oh my gosh. I really can't. It's just how I don't. You're bad. I don't know if what is that your? Oh wait, yeah, you brought up Neopets. Wait, did you bring up Neopets? Oh yeah. I mean, if you bring up Neopets with me, you're in for it now. I want to, instead of, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Instead of a Discord server, we're gonna have a Neopets guild. Okay? Yeah, I didn't play Neopets on stream. It's a hard thing to try to play on stream, though. Because a lot of the things are, like, not really forward-facing things in your account. And, like, I probably have to make a new account, and then it's kind of like, what do you do? I don't know. Neopets also, I don't know if it's that interesting to watch, because what I do on Neopets is not that interesting. Like, I like to restock, where you like buy stuff from shops and resell them. Basically on Neopets, I'm like an evil reseller, but like not like evil. I don't know. You wouldn't get it. Well, maybe you would get it. You might get it. You might not get it. I don't know. Tangy basically throwing their own Neopets party, and Neopet staff are to fight it. You're right. I'm gonna throw it for the community members. No, okay. No, but okay. It's not scalping. I sell it back at market price, okay? But it's about convenience, you see. You buy it from the way the Neopets shops work is that they restock the items like really randomly, and what they restock is like super random, and like you know, if you're looking for a specific item, like good fucking luck. If you can't buy them from other like Neopets users, you're like you're screwed. You're probably not going to be able to find it, you know? So, sorry, you have to be a Neopets economist to understand what I'm talking about, so... I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know, because I don't actually play, like, the Flash games that much. Because they're not... I just like to make money on Neopets. Not, like, real money, but I like to... My hobby is making Neopoints on Neopets, and, like, you don't make Neopoints on Neopets by playing the games. You know, you make it by being a businesswoman. So I just don't know if that would be interesting on stream. That's the problem. The original number go up. Yeah. Neopets Mafia has goods if you have Neo coins. Okay. Sorry. They're actually called Neo points. I'm just kidding. Sorry. I'm just doing a bit. I'm not I'm just being silly. Yeah, unless, what if there's like I was gonna say, what if there's a Bitcoin called Neo Coins, but like, Neopets actually did try to make like NFTs a long time ago, and it didn't go very well for them. People were like really mad. Yeah. Neo fungible tokens. So true, because that's the thing. The thing is, like, on Neopets, you do spend like just real money on like objects. Like, they have this thing called Neo Cash, where you just like spend your money to buy like wearables and other stuff. So like, people on Neopets, they're already spending real life money on fake items. So kind of makes sense, the line of reasoning that Neopets players would then buy NFTs. But I just think it was a value misalignment, to be honest. I think that was the problem. Anyways, that was a long time ago. I should probably stop talking about Neopets, to be honest. I guess we are coming up on 3 hours. Probably should give my voice a rest. Well, I will be at TwitchCon. I'll probably be pretty busy this week. I do want to come back next week, and then I could talk about TwitchCon, perhaps, you know? If you're going to TwitchCon, maybe I'll see you there. If you're not going to TwitchCon, maybe I'll see you some other time. If you're never leaving your house, then I guess I'll never see you. I actually have very cold throat coat tea I am trying to sip, but it's not helping because it's cold. Unfortunately. But yeah, maybe I'll return next week with TwitchCon stories. Who knows? Maybe I'll give you the secret TwitchCon knowledge. Because, you know, there's also, like, if you're also going to any of the exterior events, you know, I'll be around at the side events. Like I said earlier, the Iron Mouse concert, the Afkai concert, etc. Yeah, okay. Well, I think I'm going to go give my voice a rest. Good luck. Yeah, you should stream your TwitchCon stories on YouTube for the bit. Well, that would be kind of funny, yeah. I could dual stream it. I don't know. I'm kind of scared of dual streaming, but I could try. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll, oh my gosh, I forgot to make business cards. I should do that. I should go work on my business cards. Advil helps reduce sore throats. Ooh. Okay, is Advil better than Tylenol? No time like the present. So true. Yeah. I'll probably be good if I have a cough drop. But I think I'm just not used to all this talking, perhaps. But it's not really that bad. I think like I said earlier, I got a lot of dust in my throat from the pumpkin patch. So that's also probably part of it. I was kind of going into it with the dust in my throat. Yes, thank you. Toss me some ginger honey tea. Thank you, Knight. Okay. I guess I should bring back the old phrase, which is Otsu Tangy. Though I just feel like everyone says Otsu, but Otsu Tangy now it's just like it's in the lexicon. I have to keep saying it, right? Well, anyways, thank you to everyone who stopped by today. I know I kind of posted about it last minute, but I appreciate you coming by and listening to me talk about the dumbest stuff possible for like 3 hours. And yeah, thanks for watching my new creature move around. She was a lot of fun to make, and hopefully I'll improve her eventually. I don't know. Tangy Joby. It could be my birthday stream. Wow, okay. You got surprised from the Twitch notification. I actually posted yesterday on Twitter, and then I posted again at like 6 p.m. on Twitter, but I think Twitter hates me now. I genuinely think so. I think they do. Also, thank you for... Oh, wait. Right as it's about to end, I get raided. Oh my god. Thank you for raiding Kevo Kahlo. Welcome, raiders. I'm so sorry. I was literally about to go. But I appreciate the raid. I guess I could stay for five more minutes for the raiders. Get a real taste of Tangy. Also, thank you for the follow. I think it was a follow. I need to figure out my notifications thing. You were in a different stream and got yoinked. Welcome, person who got yoinked. What up? Yeah. Hi, raiders. I'm Tangy. I made this model a few weeks ago, and I'm finally streaming with it because I wanted to have something on my channel before going to TwitchCon, and now I'm literally just have been talking about whatever nonsense for like 3 hours. Twitter sometimes secretly shadow bans people. I think that's what happened. It's kind of sad. I think they're like, oh, you don't have checkmark, therefore you should just die, I guess. I think that's what happened, basically. Yeah. You like my model, G. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Who I'm getting the... Someone gift her Twitter premium. Oh gosh. I also don't, like... I don't tweet enough, or like I don't post enough to justify spending that money. Like I'm literally already wasting my money on YouTube Premium and Spotify and maybe like 3 Patreon subscriptions, you know? Like a girl can only have so many subscriptions. Oh, and Adobe. Unfortunately, Adobe has me hostage, I'm afraid. But yeah, that's the biggest one. I can't afford Netflix or the other things because of Adobe. Thanks, Adobe. Your brain is dead, the brain rot. Understandable. It's 10 p.m. here. Gotta get those socials. Oh, do I not have my socials connected? I thought I did. I think I have my Twitter. It's hard work. Used to use content and marketing as a job. Yeah, you know, social media is so, like, frustrating. Because I used to actually, like, edit videos and, like, do graphic design for, like, some YouTube and live stream stuff. And its stuff is so unpredictable. Like, you know, they're always changing their algorithms. There's always changing everything. And it's like, it feels like a rat race. Right? But the whole point of why a lot of people do content creation is they're trying to get away from the quote-unquote life rat race. So it's kind of like, it's not really any winning, I don't think. Paying for YouTube and Spotify feels cursed. Okay, I could see your point there. Yeah, you know, you have a really good point. You have a really good point. It's like, why do I do that? Why do I do that? Sobs and creative fans. Those OnlyFans subs, I will tell you, I'm not even lying. I actually don't have any OnlyFans subs. I'm sorry to all the people out there. Legal. You have a legal Adobe. Damn. I have to get personal assistance? Oh my gosh, on what salary am I getting personal assistance? Legal Adobe. I'm sorry, I don't know how to get a legal Adobe. If you want, I can ask some of my OnlyFans subs to you too. Your OnlyFans subs, okay. I don't have an OnlyFans. Ah. Corpo subscriptions, I'm sorry. I know, I'm sorry. But like, I use YouTube so much, and like, you can't use ad blocker on mobile. And like, the app is pretty good, and I don't know. You can roast me for being a YouTube premium subscriber, but whatever. In any case, maybe putting a link tree. You're so right. I was actually just thinking how I needed like a card or a link tree or something. I have a lot I need to do. My channel's pretty like pretty under construction. I'm kind of just trying to stream and see what happens, you know. But there's a lot of like back end I definitely need to work on. Probably should do that soon, you know. Revanced. Oh, what is that? The Adobe hard drive. Oh my gosh, that sounds nefarious. Chicken Okabe. Having a YouTube subscription is a flex. I don't know, is it? I kind of just feel like a loser. I do need a to-do list. You're so right. So much back end I gotta work on too. Munch, you're like, if Munch, like, if I could afford to pay you like a 6-figure salary to be my personal assistant, I'd be like, Munch, I'll pay you $1 million to be my personal assistant. That's how valuable you are as an organizer. An about section in a TikTok. Oh god. Too many things, too many socials. Oh no. TikTok. Oh, I actually don't even have a TikTok account. But you're probably right. I do need at least an about section. I should probably set that up like soon. Gotta learn stuff too. 24 gigabytes of Adobe program. Can barely organize yourself. Mon, you're such a good organizer. You have a friend who helped her do all her stuff for free and she talks shit in return. That's a lesson to learn. Don't do things for free. Says the person who staffs conventions for free, but I don't know. Tangy TikTok. What would a tangy... I'm trying to think, like, what would I do on TikTok, right? Like, I don't know. I've recorded, like, cosplay TikToks with my friend before, because she, despite being older than me, she does, like, she knows the TikTok. She's been taught the TikTok, so she's teaching me the TikTok. And, you know, I'm, like, trying to record the TikToks, and I'm like, what am I doing? Where am I? Who am I? I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it's just so, like, I feel like I'm 80 years old when I try to record TikToks, especially IRL. Oh my gosh. Pay Tangy. You don't... you don't have to pay Tangy. You can just listen to Tangy. Do what you want with your money. I steal your wives and you get to be my mod is how it works. Edited clips. Oh god, you're right. Edited clips, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. TikTok is magic. TikTok is magic. What's a TikTok? So true. Market research. Yeah, no, you're right. I know the shorts and like YouTube. I've been thinking like clips on like YouTube shorts. Okay, actually I was supposed to mention this earlier. Also, thank you for the bits, Munch. Thank you. You don't have to though, but I appreciate your generosity. Also, my alerts box is so big. What in the heck? Hold on. Where do I even put this? I need to figure this out. I need to fix my stream layout. I kind of just slapped this together before stream because I don't know. I just wanted to talk for a bit. Yeah, shorts. YouTube shorts are like, they like really just funnel views into you. Used car. You've only done market research on used cars and sketchy car parts. Has that been helpful? Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you that it looks great. Okay, actually, something I would put in my about is actually credit to, I think the artist is The Loch Nessie. I will link in chat. I have gotten this background from I have the VTuber resources page, and I, found this background, and I'm gonna link this Ko-fi because I got this free background. Here we go. This is where I got this free background. Pretty cool. Yeah. Tangy Talks. Oh my gosh, Tangy Talks. That's kind of funny, actually. I like to watch YouTube shorts of silly dogs and huskies. I don't really watch like animal shorts, but I like to watch like dog grooming videos. There's this one YouTuber called The Girl with the Dogs, and it's just videos where she grooms dogs. And they're kind of interesting. I don't know. My YouTube watch history is very bizarre, if I'm being honest. Oh my god, Munch, you watched the girl with the dogs too? The way she talks about the dog and the cats, for some reason, I didn't know you groomed cats, but she does. Oh my gosh, multiple girl. Okay. So I'm not crazy. Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. I'm so validated by chat. I'm so validated by my friends. Thank you. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna wrap up here now. But thank you, raiders, for swooping in last minute. Thank you for checking out my little channel. Aw, you're glad I streamed. Thank you, Knight. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for chatting. Thank you, lurkers, and thank you, chatters. Thank you for entertaining my nonsense. I don't know. Okay, well, good night, everyone. And our catchphrase is Otsu Tangy. That's what I say. Okay, well, on that note, thank you all, and Otsu Tangy. Goodbye. See you next week. Bye.